Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Signature Cocktail with Kyle Hammond. I am indeed Kyle Hammond, and tonight our signature guest is none other than Jessie Fisher. Hello, Jessie.
Hello, Kyle.
How are you?
Thanks for having me. I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm living the dream, doing it up. I'm so happy
Really?
you're here.
Oh,
Really?
thank you.
Yes, I am living the dream each and every day.
Wow, that's amazing.
I try and do better every day. How's that?
Well, I do too. I don't know if I'd say I'm living the dream currently, but attempting to live the dream is sounds on track.
That's what I'm talking about.
Appreciating the dream you're currently in. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Let's do it. So we know each other from Straw Dog Theater, where
Yeah.
you worked on Red Noses. Was that your first Straw Dog show?
First and only.
What?
I know. I was thinking about this. I'm like, how do I know Kyle? I feel like so I did the remount of Red Noses
Right.
that was at Straw Dog and then Theater on the Lake. And then they said, thank you for your time. Please never show your face around here ever again. Thank, thank you for pretending to play the accordion. We've seen enough. Thank you.
I'm gonna. So this is a thing like albatross on my back that I've carried forever. Is during Red Noses that remount.
Yeah.
You played guitar. I played
Yeah.
guitar because I played guitar from the first one. I attempted to be like, Jesse, let me show you. Here's how this goes. This is how you play the guitar, and this is how we do it. To which you were very gracious and very nice at being like, sure, Kyle, okay, thanks. It was not until later that I was like, she is an incredible musician that is amazing and awesome. And Kyle, you have no business talking to her whatsoever about how to play an instrument. Shut your mouth. So
You know what?
thank you for being so awesome at that. I don't know if we've ever talked about that.
We haven't, but I don't have a memory of that, so it must not have been offensive because I keep a list of the men who've mansplained things to me in my head, and I'm slowly ticking it down on little revenges. But you're not on that list, so.
I'm so glad to not be on that list.
But also, to be fair, have I've increased as a guitar player since that time. No, I was pretty good then. I was gonna give you some credit, but
Don't
no, I was.
don't try and give me an out. I
But
was
I definitely tried to play a few instruments in that show, including saxophone, which is what I am the most trained in, actually. But
really.
I
I
think,
didn't know that.
yeah, it's like the only instrument that I actually have formal training in for an extended amount of time. Um,
Wow.
and I just remember, was it Mike Prisgoda, who is the
Yeah.
music director? I think. I
Yeah.
think he let me play a few times and was like, "Yeah, let's put you on something else." It had been a while.
That's hilarious. Oh, those were fun days.
But yeah, so
So
that's how we know each other.
that's where we first met each other. But then more recently, you directed an
Yeah.
episode of Corey and Sarah Are Famous, which you can find on the YouTubes now. And it was
Yeah.
amazing.
It was
Wonderful
so
work.
fun. It was so fun. That was so fun.
That
It was
was
a great day.
no almost 3 years ago. Two and a half. It's been a while, but it was a wonderful
Whoa.
time, and it's so happy to be out in the world now, and we should do more of it. Uh,
Yeah.
but first, let's make a drink.
Yeah.
But before we make a drink, that was the other thing. Is sorry, don't get
No.
getting ahead of ourselves. What are the ingredients for the drink that we're gonna put up on the screen, doobly doo somewhere? But
Okay.
what is
Do you want
what
me
is
to
the
not
ingredient?
say the name of the drink yet? Is that a different
No,
reveal
yeah,
later?
no, that's
Okay,
that's
so
this reveal.
I didn't know if we're going to list the ingredients and then people guess. So today we're going to make my favorite fancy cocktail that you can't find everywhere called an aviation.
Ooh, yeah,
And here's what we're going to put in it. I have to read it so I don't mess it up. That's
fly,
right. Show your
fly.
airplane wings. 2 ounces of gin.
Okay.
This recipe recommends Tanqueray. I'm representing some Journeyman Distillery
Ooh, nice. Yeah.
gin.
this stuff. I have
We have,
Chicago Spirit Gin.
ooh, very nice. So we're repping the Midwest in both of those. Journeyman is a Michigan distillery. We got 0.75 ounces of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice.
Oh,
you got some lemons nearby.
I meant to ask you if I needed to make the lemon juice ahead of time. We'll get it figured.
You don't have to, but you're definitely not going to just add that whole lemon into the shaker full. You are going to have to juice it at some point.
Yeah.
We have
do that while we're talking.
half an ounce of like we'll talk about this in a little bit. I'm not really a mixologist. I'm not an expert. I'm gonna mispronounce shit.
Second, slow down.
I know I lied to you, but do you think it's I pronounce it maraschino liqueur, but some people say maraschino.
Ooh.
What do you say?
Maraschino.
Ooh, maraschino. That sounds right. That sounds very like, I don't know. It sounds fancier than maraschino or maraschino for me is very Americano. No, but you say maraschino like it's Italian,
like a maraschino cherry.
I don't know.
That's how I used to, but I'm also from the South, so I pronounce a lot of things not necessarily the way they're meant to be pronounced.
Right. Well, however you pronounce it, it's half an ounce of maraschino liqueur. I've got this real delicious Leopold Brothers one. And then we have 0.25 ounces of creme de violette, an Austrian liqueur.
You got a lot of that.
Yeah, because what else the fuck do you do with it? It's super floral.
Of it.
That's a lot. And we'll talk about it. I just put a dash in.
I got this from Rogers Park Social because we did make this drink or a variation of this drink.
Okay.
With Leo from Rogers Park Social. Shout out Rogers Park Social, where we filmed Corey and Sarah Are Famous, the episode you directed.
Yeah, I love that place.
He was like, similar to you, he was like, don't buy it. You just need a little bit of it. So he gave me a little bit of his.
Oh, I'm sorry that you've made this drink before.
No,
but
like we've made several old fashions. We've made several vodka. Like this.
Because how many drinks. I was gonna say, how many episodes of this have you done?
30 something now.
Yeah, so someone's gonna repeat.
I mean, yeah.
And then this is not typically.
It's less about the drink and it's more about how you make the drink. Your signature cocktail.
Well, and my signature, which is not my signature, but what I like to add, which is not always in the recipe, are some Luxardo, maraschino Reeves cherries. Maraschino Reeves. Yeah. You're gonna need a shaker with some ice.
Yeah.
And a cute little glass to put it in at the end.
All right, let's get on it. I can already feel the chat saying, "Get to it already. Let's go.
Get to it. Stop talking.
So
you've got your lemon juice that you're working on right now, right?
Yeah.
So
right now.
I don't know if there's a proper order when you make cocktails of what you add first. I like to do my citrus first.
Oh, really?
So
I need to hurry up, is what you're saying.
Well, you don't. No, I mean that's just the way I like to do it.
Oh, you're juicing yours too. I got it. Okay.
I like to use a little fellow like this to really get what we can.
I'm just using my thumbs and fingers.
But do you know? Is there an order you're supposed to put it in? Like, do fancy people have? Does it affect it?
Depending on the drink, yes.
Okay.
Is how I understand it. So it depends on. Sometimes what I've heard is the acid and whatnot from whatever fruit that you're doing or whatever thing that you're adding will bring out flavors and stuff from whatever you're mixing it with, depending on what you're mixing it with.
Oh, okay. Well,
flavors and stuff. I'm sure they're gonna
flavors and stuff.
They're gonna give me the the once over in the chat about all of my fun comments. This is the fun part.
And I sometimes go a little. So one of the reasons I like this drink is it's like got a real punch of sour, got a real syrupy sweetness, got a good. I love a gin drink, and it's just a little bit of floral from the creme de violette. So I'm gonna add my maraschino liqueur now.
So first off, you're doing 3/4 ounce.
Yeah, of lemon juice.
Of lemon juice. So let me do that.
Add that to shaker.
I made enough. It did. Boom. Shaker in the shaker. And also this angle that I'm rocking over here.
I'm really impressed with your setup.
Well, thanks. I try. I do. Like, it's been fun to figure out how to make all of this work. Trying to up the game, so to speak.
Are you thinking of entering into a career of hand modeling?
Oh yeah. Like, have you seen my nails?
They look great.
They're fabulous.
Okay. All right, so I'm adding my 1/2 ounce of maraschino.
Maraschino, this guy.
Maraschino.
Right?
Yeah.
1/2 ounce.
Yeah. And Luxardo, I think, which is what you have, is the kind most people use.
Yeah.
Solid. I've got this amazing Leopold Brothers one that is now an empty bottle. I think I just, got every drop of it out. And it's so good.
You're getting for your birthday.
Which is soon.
So there's that. Okay.
You got that all added in?
What am I missing? I haven't put the gin in yet.
I'm going to do my gin now, too.
Oh, okay.
So we got our 2 ounces. You do 2 ounces? 2 ounces of gin. Yeah.
Sweet. Got another gin drink on the docket. Or actually, by the time you see this, we would have already made our other gin drink. So this is...
Ooh, what's your other gin drink?
It's I'm not sure the name of it, but we're 4 Pillars Gin. We're working with 4 Pillars Gin.
Ooh, nice.
They have a Shiraz gin.
Oh, fancy.
Oh, I forgot to ask. Should I have put the ice in the shaker?
I do. First? I put it in first, but I don't fucking know if that's correct.
I always mess that up.
I would imagine you should add it at the last minute so that it's not watery at all. But I added it ahead of time because I just wanted to be prepared.
There you go.
So then we add our creme de violette.
That's what I was going to say. We haven't done that yet.
Mm-hmm.
And how much of that are we doing?
1/4 ounce, but sometimes I go under because if you smell it,
it's a lot.
Do you smell it? Whew. It's like old lady perfume.
I was gonna say old lady feet, but okay, perfume.
And why do you know specifically to assign it to old lady feet?
Well, because it smells like nail, not nail polish, but very pungent, kind of clean, not alcohol, but you know what I'm saying,
right? It's kind of like herbal and floral, and I get it.
Very powerful in the nose.
It is quite powerful in the nose.
And you said how much? A little less than what?
A little less than a 1/4.
So a very little.
Yeah, it's mostly for color and just a little bit of scent. Yeah. But you don't want it to be overpowering. And in fact, I don't know if we're going to talk about the history of this cocktail after, but
sure. We'll talk about it right now.
Well, the history of it is it kind of disappeared for a while. And then in 1998, I think I looked up, people started to kind of research more, do some shaking while we're talking, of old cocktails. And this was published, so it's credited to Hugo Enslin, who put it in his 1916 Recipes for Mixed Drinks, which is a book that was published right before Prohibition.
Yeah.
And this cocktail kind of disappeared. And then when it came back, As people were starting to get into cocktail culture again, it was made but without creme de violette because that wasn't made in the US and kind of was out of the picture because no one wanted this perfume in their drinks until like 2009. I think they started importing
They were
it
like, you
again
know what
from
would be good
Austria.
with this? Some perfume.
Yeah, what if we let an old lady dip her feet in this for a while?
What do you say?
What do you say, fellas? So then we pour it into our glass, and if you do it right,
Oh,
it
did you
shouldn't
strain?
be
You
so
got to
much.
strain it though.
Yeah, I do have a strainer on the top of my fella.
You did not. I should have done it in my other shaker, but oh well. Here we go.
Oh, and if you do it right, it's not so much purple as it is just kind of like gray. It's got a cool kind of metallic
Oh,
gray, like an
I was gonna say
airplane,
it's
you
like a
know?
metallic blue. At least mine is.
Exactly. Yeah, perfect. And then
Oh.
because I like a snack in my drink, I like to just drop 2 little cherries, Luxardo cherries, into the bottom. If I haven't had dinner yet, maybe 3, you know.
You're gonna go embellish a little. See, I was gonna do the cherries because I was like, oh yeah, I've got some cherries because I got from way back. I had this like these like nuclear red
Oh, you got like the kitty cocktail
cherry that were
cherries.
like woo, but then I realized this is just the cherry juice. I already ate all the actual cherries out of it. Wah, wah.
What you
So
gonna
no
do?
cherries for me, just cherry juice for like later when
That's
I want to put some color in my kids' drinks.
yeah, perfect.
Oh, yeah. So
And
now,
that's
okay,
it.
now
That's
that's
your
it.
aviation.
There is the aviation.
And if we did it
Let's go
right,
to this.
should be a nice citrusy punch. Ooh, look at the color on yours. That's
It like
nice.
matches my shirt.
It's really nice. Should be, a nice sour punch from that citrus.
Uh-huh.
It should be a nice sweetness from that liqueur. Well,
Maraschino.
floral. And just a little bit of old lady feet.
I almost spit that
Oh yeah.
because the old lady feet comment. Okay, see now
Good.
that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I totally agree that there's the initial like bitter like lemon, but then there's the like the finish of the sweetness liqueur is like, oh no, we're not done yet.
Let me take care of you. I think it's kind of dangerous because it's just kind of
Mm-hmm.
the perfect balance where you want to keep drinking them.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, I like it.
I like that a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make another one of those once I finish this one, but
Yeah,
we'll slow down a little bit.
yeah,
Awesome.
I love them.
I like that a lot.
I
Well,
do too.
Jessie,
And yeah,
thank you.
thanks for
That is the
having me.
aviation.
That's the
That is
aviation.
boom boom our time. I don't know if I think we're on schedule.
How long are these supposed to be?
I don't know, like 20 minutes. Who knows? I
Okay,
don't know if it's
great.
been 45 minutes or 20 or 5 minutes. Like time is irrelevant to me nowadays.
I
But
know.
I want to be respectful of your time and be respectful of the people watching and say, have a good weekend. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, before we do that,
Oh.
where can we, like, what are your socials? Do we have our socials? Follow Corey and Sarah,
Say
of course.
yours.
Corey and Sarah, then also hashtag and Kyle. Then we are also launching a Patreon, which is in the doobie-doo, which is where this will be shown to those people first. So thank you for joining us, patrons. If you're watching it on YouTube and you're like, what are you talking about? Check out our Patreon and you'll know more. How's that? How's that for a
That's
pitch?
so good. That was really good. It sounds like you've
gotta-
done it before.
I haven't. I've done the acting before, but not the pitch.
Not the pitching. I'm
might
sorry
have
if
to
you
take
hear
another
the train. It's a very Chicago thing.
I don't.
Oh,
But I
good.
know it's there. All right. So now we can say Cheers, everybody. Have a good weekend.
Cheers.
Is there any place we can find Jessie that we need to shout out?
Sure, if you want to see pictures of my dog, which is mostly what I do on Instagram, but I post things about what I'm working on. You can follow me at what is my JFish 1982 on
Where am I?
Instagram. Yeah, where am I? Me and the year I was born. Yeah, you can follow me there to see what I'm up to.
I will do
That's
that.
really it. Yeah.
Sweet. Have a good weekend,
Cheers.
everybody. Cheers. That's the stuff.
Good. Good stuff.